We've got quite a bit of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news to go over today. 3 different points, 2 of which surround a release date. And we're just going to dive right into it, everyone. Like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into the news. If you go onto the WBIE career page, which is obviously WB Games' career page, and you look at internships, it's got a list of games that they're currently working on. And for the Skywalker Saga, it is listed as Q2 2021. Now, Q2 is the fiscal year, and I've been through this before, but let me just give you a little recap. January to March is Q1, April to June is Q2, July to September is Q3, and October to December is Q4. That's how games work using the fiscal year. And bearing in mind this isn't huge news because we did know the game was releasing in spring, but Q2 does confirm that April to June is when this game will release. I've been saying May for a long time, so May does fall under that category. It could be any month of April, May, or June. Now, June is also likely because that's when the Force Awakens game released, so you could always argue that. Do I think this indicates a May the 4th release date? No, I still think that's a bit too on the head, far too coincidental for me. I'm going with my May 25th date still. I still think it's going to be that Tuesday. But this narrows it down, so anyone hoping for March, even those very courageous people who were thinking that February could even be a release date. February and March are out of the question now. And this leads me on to my second point, and I've seen this everywhere, and I think adding it up with this point kind of makes sense. So the Bits and Bricks podcast, you've heard me talk about it before. This is a weekly LEGO podcast that comes out every Wednesday, and episode 7 was delayed 2 weeks. It's been delayed to episode 9, which will be releasing on the 3rd of February. And what is significant about this episode? Well, it's based on the past and future of LEGO games, future being the main indicator there. It's been delayed. Would they really delay an episode for no reason? I don't think so. And I've been predicting for a while that we would get a release date and a new trailer in February. It kind of matches up with the way the LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens game went, getting that also in February of 2016. So I think during this podcast we will get something. We've got to at this point if the game is releasing anytime from April to June. So 2 real big indicators there for when this release date is coming. When we do get this release date, it is arguably going to be one of the most strange leadings up to a release date I've ever seen with games in my life, and that might not be saying much, but there's been release dates here, there, and everywhere, and we just get clue after clue after clue. We have to go digging for this stuff, and when we finally get it, it's gonna be a huge relief. And that leads me on to my final point, one of the LEGO Star Wars sets coming out this spring. This is the only set to have this, but once again we've got a Play It in the Skywalker Saga sticker on the back. This is the Imperial Shuttle. It includes, would you believe it, the Imperial Shuttle, with the minifigures being Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and an Imperial officer. The only one of which we haven't seen yet is the Imperial officer. We haven't seen that in any of the trailers or anything like that. And when you get one of these stickers on the back, there are different stickers that you can get on different boxes. For example, in the Emperor's Throne Room set, there's a code on the back to play as the Emperor. On the Razor Crest set, there's a code on the back to use the Razor Crest itself. When there's one of these stickers on the back that just says Play It in the Skywalker Saga, that means there's no code, there's nothing extra you get for buying this set. It's just letting you know that this will be available in the Skywalker Saga. That's what we can presume, because it's not really been confirmed to us what exactly these stickers mean. But look, we know Vader and Luke in the game. We pretty much know that the Imperial Shuttle is going to be in the game. That's if it hasn't been in any trailers to this point. Off the top of my head, I'm not too sure, but it's not that big of a thing that I feel I need to go and check, because I know it's going to be in the game. And Imperial officers, I would expect them to be there anyway, and this is what they're probably going to look like. The one from this set, maybe some more, who knows. But don't worry, you don't need to buy this set to get any codes, and just to let some of you know who still worry about this in my comments, don't worry about the sets that actually do include codes, like the Emperor's Throne Room, the Razor Crest, because they're going to be posted all over the internet, and I'll include them in videos, which I've already done anyway, but I'll include it in future ones nearer to the game's release for you guys. And that is where we're going to leave it. Quite a bit of news, actually. It's always nice to get a bit of news with this game because it really does come out in droplets. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. I'll see you all in the next one.